Check it now. Yeah, we're good, Elder. Yep.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom. We have brothers in the Great Millstone here in Chicago. First and foremost, we give all praise and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash.
All right, now if I can first get that zeal, not according to knowledge, Father Shai.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Romans 10 and 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge.
Right. The reason I'm bringing that scripture out is I came across an older sister today. Really had a wonderful spirit, and she had a zeal for the Lord, just not according to knowledge. You know, she just not according to knowledge. And you know, and she was on fire for the doctrines of men. Get that too. She was on fire for the doctrines of men, and of course she was a Jehovah's Witness. And she's putting dates on things. You know, because we both agree that, you know, people in the world are carnal, and they're investing they're investing their mind, their hearts, which means their mind. What's up, brother? Hey, they're investing their mind, meaning their hearts, into carnal things which have no profit. And that we're living in the last days of the last days. Now, I thought she was going to drop the whole super Baptist thing on me, but it turned out, as I began to listen to her more, I was like, this chick is a Jehovah's Witness, which we refer to as Jehovah's Witness. All right, because first of all, she's, you know, Jesus and Jehovah is not the name. All right, the letter J is newly created. Basically, the letter J didn't come into existence until the year 1634. So you're going to name a man who's 2,000 plus years old after a letter that was newly created. All right, that alone, but you know, you can't really, and you know, and so that I wouldn't mess up my five vibration. I kind of held my peace and let her talk. And I just told her to sing it to the choir. All right? But nevertheless, we had a wonderful conversation. I actually liked the lady. You know, because I ended up dropping off at the Kingdom Hall in the title. All right? But she was following after the doctrines of men, and then she was also trying to teach.
First Timothy 2:12. But I suffered not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence.
Right. All right. So a woman's not to teach, man, according to the scriptures. Now, just like I just did a video where it profiled a young lady doing a poem. Brother. And the poem was about, basically, she woke up to the fact, she woke up to the fact that she was an Israelite, and she went to a Black History platform and smashed a Black History. Because she basically went up there and, hey, look, we're not a color, we're the people of the Lord. You know? And I had an Israelite on the comment board coming against her about teaching. Why would you choose that video and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, brother, give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. And so I went back and forth with this brother a couple of times, man. Finally, I just said, hey, brother, read Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. You know, and Shalom, I ain't really got nothing else to say. Because what you have to understand, she went on a false platform and told the truth. She wasn't teaching, but she went on a false platform and told the truth, man. And she told it in the form of a poem. Because this is what it was. It was an open mic, a spoken word. And so she went up there on a Black History platform and smashed them with, look, y'all ain't black, y'all Israelites. That was a beautiful thing. Right? But this brother was coming up with all these scriptures, and I'm like, brother, you all right, so you trying to show me how many rounds you got in your clip. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says righteousness, you do the right thing, because that's how women used to, when they would so-called prophesy. What did they produce? Songs. They sung songs, and when it said the Mary prophesied, it said it was songs. A poem is just another version of a song.
There you go. And she had, and it was a really lovely poem, man. You know, you see the video, you see what I'm talking about. You know, the one line I remember off the top of my head is when she said, how she says, she said something to the effect, how we point the guns at one another, but Deuteronomy, the 64th chapter, said your eye will be evil towards your brother. And she was exploring with it, man. You know, and I was like, hey, this is how. You know, and I think that's the one that I had the brothers repost. Right? So basically the brother was missing the whole point. You got that?
Yeah. There's Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise.
There you go, man. You'll make yourself being over wise, brother. This is correct, brother. Basically, you were bucking up, brother. Right? And then you admitted that you was a baby in the truth, man. Right? And I'm still a baby too, considered too young, but you know, actually, I guess in 12 years you're a man, right? Yeah. So you the baby, man. So, you know, relax, brother.
It say, why should thou destroy thyself?
Yep. Why should you destroy yourself, man? So instead of all the scriptures and all the edification that just came out, that's what he focused on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with Jake, man. Go ahead, man.
This Hosea 4 and 6. It say, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because they have rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee.
There you go, man. Because the old sister, man. You know, the Lord may have mercy on her or not. I mean, I doubt it if she up in that Jehovah's Wickedness church, man. You know, and she's too old to bear children. So, you know, it said you shall be saved from childbearing. But flip side of the coin is I actually like the sister, you know. And this woman, you know, could have probably have been my mother. This was a much older woman, man. All right? But I love the spirit, which is why I claim her. Because she had a zeal, you know, and she clearly was like, this world is wicked and it needs to end. And I was like, you're right. But she was on that Jehovah thing. That's not the way. All right, Isaiah 8:20. And whatever you got.
This is back in Romans 10 and 3 now. I'm going to read 2 and then going to 3. Romans 10 and 2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. For they, being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High.
And that's what she was doing. She was talking about 1914. That's when the end of days began. And the end of days began way back when Paul told you that the man of sin was revealed.
I got it right here.
All right? So that was like 2,000 years ago, man.
There's one right here. In Hebrews...
Give me one day is 1,000 years. Peter 3 and 8.
Yeah, right here. This is Hebrews 1 and 2. Hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the worlds. So that's when the last days actually started, when Yahweh Shah came back, man. All right?
There it is.
That's actually when it really started. Now, what was it, 1914, she said?
She said 1914. And at that point, she had said Jehovah. At that point, that's when I knew she was Jehovah's Witness. Right? Because then, you know, I was so tempted, but the Spirit told me to hold my tongue. Because I almost told her, well, what about Revelation 7 about the 12 tribes? Because she started quoting Revelation in the end, and I was like, wait a minute, yeah, the 12 tribes are looking up. So where's the rest? Where's your Jehovah's Witness on it? I know the 144,000 in the Bible is talking about, you know, the Israelites. Go ahead.
Well, that was
Yeah, he got Isaiah 8:20.
This is Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
So if you're not speaking according to the gospel, then there's no light in you. All right? And you got Jehovah's Witness on the point right there. Right? And it's a new chick out there. She gone, so forget about that. But it's all standing there. They all standing there lost. And you can't talk to them. All right? You can't talk to them. Their minds are seared. You know, matter of fact, talking to a Jehovah's Witness is almost as bad as talking to a Muslim. A Muslim will sit up and agree with everything you say
To
and
this-
still call on Allah. They agree, yeah, we're the Israelites. Yeah. Then why are you calling on Allah?
That's how my man is.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Suleiman, the nigga I know who be coming up here.
Right.
He know for 100% fact he Israelite. That nigga been a Muslim for 35 years, man. He been knew he was Israelite.
So there you go.
That nigga through.
This is 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 7. It says,
His ass
ever
through.
learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Right, because our people, they're going to all different types of philosophy, like the brother was saying. Even Jacob will actually acknowledge, and be like, well, it's no other way to go as far as the truth, but to acknowledge that I'm an Israelite. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this shit right here. Jacob always does that.
Yeah. Or they start going into all those other books, man. You know, many books. They'll agree with everything you say, and then they'll say something about it. They'll acknowledge everything that's in the scriptures, or they'll come against the scriptures for a quote that's not proven. Give me Isaiah 34:16, and then get that piece, man. She talked about that 1914. That's when the end of days started. Like, no, end of days, she don't understand time. All right, go ahead.
It's 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, verse 8. It says, but beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
Right, so we're going back to Romans, back to Yahweh Shai showing up, back to the time of Paul. Paul was on the scene around the time of the death of Yahweh Shai, man. Right? So like the brother said, that's when the end of days started. Okay? So she don't understand that 2,000 years have come and gone, man. We're past that point. All right? We're 2,000 plus, man. Go ahead, brother.
It's 2 Corinthians 4:3. It say, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
And it's here to them that are lost. And one thing for sure is that Jehovah's wickedness. As a matter of fact, everything outside of the men of that come out on the highways and sign choir, to teach the truth. Everything outside of the nation of Israel is lost. I don't care if you're a Baptist, if you're a Methodist,
Seventh-day Adventist.
right? If you're a Seventh-day Adventist, all right? You're a 5%, all right? Why would you want to have 5% of knowledge? I know that they try to make it mean something else.
Some of them say, but it's 5% of everything. Probably different. The Israelite thing, the Moorish American thing, the Christianity. This is 5% of everything.
Yeah,
That's 100%
They
bad.
completely bugged out, man.
Them niggas wild, man.
I got one more verse. It say, verse 4, it say, and who the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not. Let the light of the glorious gospel of Yahweh Shai, who is the image of Yahweh Shai, should shine upon them, man, and to them. And that's what it is. And this knowledge has been put forth on the earth to shine into the Israelites, man. And the ones that don't want to get it, hey, you are lost, man. That Christianity, all that other stuff is bad. If it's not of the truth, there's no light in it.
Right.
You understand?
Hey, that's why Yahweh Shai said what he said. Yahweh Shai said, he that believeth on me, as the scripture has said. If you think that everybody going to be saved, you don't believe on Yahweh Shai as the scripture has said. If you don't think that, hey, I did a lesson called, vengeance proves the kingdom, man. Vengeance, something to that matter, man. Vengeance proves Yahweh Shai, man. Like the Lord just ain't going to do nothing about nothing, man. That's not righteous.
Isaiah 34:16 says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her mate.
Right, so you got people on the coming board, you know, they'll be saying something about, you know, I teach a lesson, and then they'll say, well, but in the book of Jasher, or in the book of what's another one? Enoch. Right? Those books contradict the Bible, man.
The epic of Gilgamesh.
So, right. It should be called the epic of failment.
That's some folly,
Right?
man.
The epic fail, man. You ever see them epic fail videos? They're funny as hell. People falling and busting their ass.
Look at the gym fails.
Right, or any kind of fail. Epic fail, dance fail, drunk grandma fail. Right.
Hilarious,
The
man.
videos be hilarious, and basically you can compare that to these people, man. It's just a video of people falling and busting their ass, and everybody else laughing at them. All right? Okay? Because they're feeling horribly, man. It's an epic fail. Because they're reading it.
Isaiah 34:16, it says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read. No one of these shall fail. None shall want her me."
And no one of these are the prophecies, man. That's the thing, right? That and that's that's the measurement of one of the ways how you determine who the Israelites are. All right, Deuteronomy 28:46, Papa Michelle. That's one of the main things. It's in Isaiah. Right? It's the prophecies. Okay? When you start looking at the prophecies, this is how you determine who the Israelites are. The main way. We could go into history and the relics and drop that on. And that alone would do it. Just proving real history, man. We're in the information age, man.
Yeah.
All those lies that we've been taught in school for the past, like the girl said in the video, man. She said that they are she got a PhD.
Yeah.
She said that they lied about they made laws that we couldn't read, and they painted Jesus white. All that's true, man. That's true. They turned the truth upside down and flipped themselves, man. And now that the truth is coming out, they don't like it. They got a problem with it. All right? Because they've been fabricating, telling the world that they're the people's Lord, and they're not.
Like the dude who came up here, South Africa.
South Africa.
That motherfucker, man. Damn, Esau coming up here talking about static. He come with his troop. He sat here proud as hell, man, talking about, well, I want to fight the That's what really
Well, you know what? That's true, because now I'm waiting to get the information, but I'm waiting on this information for this brother to send it on my video. But basically, it's a video floating around of some Jewish group saying that the Bible is anti-Semitic, which is the most. No, it's anti-Edomite. All right, it's anti-Edomite. That term that I just quoted is a made-up term, man. That's not when you search the Blue Letter Bible, it tells you that it's gone. And then when you search the Blue Letter Bible, it completely tells you that word does not exist. It just don't exist. All right? Go ahead. Yeah, hey, that's it said that Judah, Moab should be a covert to Judah. That's a Judite woman. Right?
It's like 100
Ain't
of them.
no Moabite woman built like that, man.
It's a Moabite thing
Like
going
Bolo
on.
Unum, man, that dude might be shit.
Of course. The swole.
Yeah.
It's like hundreds of them right now. They were just walking past. I was working. I was studying the Olympics. I guess it's a Moabite like convention going on. It's all Moabite. But just walking through the crowd, I was thinking about this all day. I said you can tell each one of them that's Jake. And from the lunch I was working, you can hear the music outside, and all the niggas that look like more, but they'll start dancing when they walk past, then they'll stop. They'll look in. I say them niggas Jake, man.
Yeah,
You can tell, man.
because Jake
The
can't help but vibe when they hear music.
The women that was with him.
I mean, they really have to be focused on something, not there's something. They gonna start nodding their head. They gonna start tapping. Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, like you
They
can
gonna
just
start
tell,
moving
man.
their shoulders. They can't help it, man.
I was looking at all of them. I said,
We truly
damn.
are the salt of the earth, man. That flavor, like the daily edification from Apostle Elder Gabar. He was talking about that, about some clown who was trying to claim Bob Marley is an Edomite.
Right.
All right, and it's like, dude, have you listened to his music? Have you ever seen him perform?
Maybe.
You ever seen the salt that came up? Look at his sons.
And all his kids.
Right.
Yeah, watch out.
Super son.
That nigga, a nigga.
You know, it's like, come on, man.
You want me to take the what and lead the what? when he robbed the nigga for the weed, you want me to take the what and lead the what, nigga? Sean Paul, man. A lot of dudes tweak off Sean Paul. So-called Portuguese, man. Man,
But the first slaves came from Portugal.
exactly.
And those slaves, many of them were Moors, and the Moors had Moors that Edomite concubines. They had harems. Well, there's pictorial documentation of this. That's right. That's pictorial documentation of the Moors, the Negro Moors, so-called, with their hordes of Edomite concubines.
Islands, man.
And so, how many sons, their children, you think they had that came out looking like Edom? All right. If one man got 20 women in his harem, and he raw dogged everybody, and imagine how strong it is.
Right.
Yeah, the testosterone was higher.
And we're talking about the 7th century, man. So when you ate an apple, when you ate a berry, when you ate meat, when you ate
hard, man.
Yeah, man. And so I'm just thinking back when I was, a teenager in my 20s, man. So I can only imagine what it was like. You know how Jake was in the 7th century, the 8th century, the 5th century. Man, boy. And so you can easily go through those 20 Hebrew women in a couple days, right? And easily. So ain't no, and right, and you got a harem full of women, and they probably any given time, you got 20 women in your harem, right? At any given time, 5 or 6 of them round bellies, right? I mean, come on, man. So how many of those children are going to come out looking like Esau? Get the hell out of here, man. So you guys really need to, hey, look, it said we would get scattered among all people, and he would gather our seed from among all people, man.
Hey, but that's another
it,
delusion.
How many scriptures does it say that, man?
Right.
Hey, that's another delusion. Right along with the, like how you was just going into the Christianity, the Seventh-day Adventists, the Jehovah's. That blackness, man. That blackness is a whole sect, man.
It's
and
a
a lot
demon.
of dudes get to the Israelite thing, and they bring that bullshit with them, man. They don't get away with the old man.
They don't let it go.
You know?
That's the problem. They don't let it go. They really think that your appearance is what determines who you are. Because I got news for you guys who think like that. There's some people out there that are darker than Murph.
They be Edomite.
That is just straight up Edomite. And I'll never forget the perfect example of it down there on Van Buren. That day the three women came up.
Oh, yeah.
And the 2 was 5 and the other was crossed the arms and
Yeah.
stepped back.
Yeah, she was cringing back.
Yeah,
3 young ladies.
They
Yep.
were standing right there, and the one crossed her arms, and she stepped all. By the time it was over, she was way over there.
Yeah, she said it.
Right? Her friends
father
are
was
right.
Edomite.
And I told Michael Allen was teaching.
Yep.
And I went and whispered in his ear. I said, man, I'm looking at her.
I remember
And
the
I said,
exact day.
I said, ask her who her father is. And so when he asked her, she said her father was
She
his
said
lady.
it.
Yeah.
She said it.
And her father was Amalek.
Yep.
And she was the darkest. She was darker than every. She was like Shemaiah.
Hey, that's what made her hip to the sign, too. I remember that, man. And I remember you asking her. She was hip to the sign because she seen the Hebrew. But then she got the message. You know, then the 2 white brothers with her, they was, that was crazy,
No,
man.
she was with 2 nigga ones.
You're right.
And that's what I'm saying. She was with two Israelite women. They were all into it, and she stepped back.
She folded her arms.
Right, she folded her arms.
Yeah,
and
nigga
stepped back.
Ryan was there. He was on it. No, I remember because you tried to walk off the line, right? She was with 2 nigga women, yep. So me and nigga Ryan was there, and he was on that.
Hey, 'cause they was decent. They was
I was
decent.
on that too. We was
Right,
on that.
even the
they was nigga
even
women.
Chocolate Edom was decent.
Yep.
She was all pretty as chocolate.
You right, the other 2 was.
She just wasn't really a chocolate. She was chocolate. She wasn't real chocolate. So if you
like
know,
a raisin.
right.
She did not. She folded her arms. She's still right back in the 2, man. Yep.
Because it was
Yep.
cutting.
Damn.
Because all the scriptures about Edom were coming out and what they did to us and how they're going to pay it. And the whole time she thinking, well, my father Edom. You know, or she probably referred to herself as Jewish or Israeli. You know? Damn. Especially once we broke down to you what your father is. But she probably been saying, well, I'm half black, half Israeli my whole life. And that, no, you're not. You are Amalek. Sorry. You know? What you got, brother?
This is Romans 8:16. It says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High.
There it is, and that's why those women vied with the word, the message, and hers didn't, because her spirit bear witness that she wasn't an Israelite. Hence the reason why she crossed her arms and got defensive instead of back.
And it be like that. It be like that. It don't just be like that with Edom. It be like that with Ishmael, man. You know, you got Ishmaelites, man, that be amongst Jake, man. I know a girl I grew up with. Now her daughter look like an Israelite. I know her father Ishmael, man. I know her father our whole life. We both knew him. You know, he one of them saying niggas at the corner store, fucking with the black girls he watched grow up and shit, having all type of babies, and they mingled amongst the Jake babies, man. And a lot of them Arabs do that in the hood, and them little niggas be looking like the Jake, but they be Arabs, man.
Yeah.
In the ghetto, that's heavy.
I got something real quick. This is John 7:24. Judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
That's something that this world cannot do. And that's something that you melanated warriors and melanated Israelites only. You know? 'Cause I done heard them say that I'm too light to be an Israelite. So it's been all on, all on my comic board, man.
Yeah, 1975.
You know, and it's true because I've actually gotten darker as I got a little older. I was much lighter when I was younger. Right? So they, you know, man, they saw me 20 years ago.
They saw King David, they would have scoffed.
You know, my hair a little wavy. It's like, right.
Man, they ain't shit.
King David was ready, but King David was when the darkness is like this. All right? King David was coming. So they would have scoffed King David because his grandma, Ruth, was a Moabite.
There you go.
So you know he had those
From Chicago, in school, Terrence Howard. So I guess Terrence Howard was just
I was watching Hustling Flow yesterday. He spoke so many.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
I guess Smokey Robinson came. He get on a chair and like, no, I'm not you.
Right.
Them niggas crazy.
Malcolm X. Malcolm X's name was Detroit Red, man. He was a light-skinned nigga. His mama was an Edomite. His mother was an Edomite. So that makes sense. But yeah, he was a Jake.
Hey, but them Black Power niggas into that too. They think your mother gotta be Jake too, man. I mean,
That's when they come with
they
that man.
all into it, man.
Matter of fact, real quick, milk, drowning with milk, numbers 118.
They all into
That's
that.
other scriptures I can grab, like, you know, let's choke these foods with milk.
Because that's a cut. Because, and then how you cut that, you just say, well, what tribe was Jacob's 4 wives from?
Oh, real bone.
Oh, I guess they all heathens then. So the 12 patriarchs are all heathens then.
Hey,
by that logic.
That mean the King of Israel was a
That mean the King of Israel was a heathen.
Because when you go into it, I thought about it the other day. You know, Rehoboam, he was king of Israel. He was Solomon's son, right? And his mother was an Ammonite.
Exactly.
But the scripture says that an Ammonite or a Moabite couldn't enter the king's congregation. So you telling me Rehoboam couldn't keep the Passover? Right. He wasn't in the truth. He couldn't be
But he
king
was
of
the king.
Israel. Right.
He's a king, and it's like, right, as they taking a knee, you know you can't come to the pastor.
Right.
Man, them niggas would've got, them heads, remember he chopped that nigga shit off on sponge and it was rolling?
God knows.
Fuck! That's what would have happened, man. Charles ass out of here with that madness, man.
This is Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the numbers of their names, from 20 years old and upward by their clothes.
So there you go, man. All right, by the house of their fathers, and they declare their pedigrees. All right, yeah, they do Jake all day. There you go.
Look, it's spiritual. It's a target on his back. It's pointing like it's Jake all day. That's crazy, man.
Was y'all doing that? I had a quick one. Because it goes
It's actually an Irish cross.
All right? Anything outside of your how about you outside is madness. This is Sirach 20 and 24. A lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. So all you niggas preaching this madness, Mother and father got to be Israelite. That's not in the scripture.
Not
Right?
scripture.
That's a lie out of your tongue.
Maybe they got that from the book of Enoch or Jasher or something.
Oh, yeah, like my nigga Rap the News, man. This clown who's not working this mention. He talking about all the wicked niggas in Israel as well, of a sense it's true because it's the spirit, but he said basically all of them tears because they doing wickedness in Israel when they used to do wickedness, so they couldn't be the Israelite blood. Man, right, all them niggas is wicked,
So
man.
if that be the case for that dude,
That was mad,
then he
man.
needs to explain. Then he needs to explain the difference between the 2/3 and the 1/3.
Exactly.
He needs to show his face.
He talk about, see, Tupac, he had us doing all type of wickedness. So Tupac and Biggie, them niggas ain't Israelites.
I got
They
one
ain't
question.
Israelites.
One question. Now that everybody is supposed to, how do they get together?
Okay, here's the answer to it. As a matter of fact, I was just speaking on it, the 1/3 and the 2/3.
Physically.
All right, now I'm explaining it to you, brother. It ain't gonna happen. That's the point. There's a 1/3 and there's a 2/3, man. All right. So now that many of our people know they Israel now. All right. A lot of people. I would probably say almost all of them.
Israel, Igbo, however they pronounce it.
Igbos were Israelites, so
Right.
it's all about Israel. All right, and many of our people know that. But what you have to understand is that we're never gonna all come together because there's a 2/3 and there's a 1/3. And only the 1/3, which is the smaller number, is gonna make it out of here. The 2/3 is already marked for death. So when the race wars come, when the shit hit the fan, which is all that.
But see, I think one thing about us, though, you know, his, we come together and work roughly.
That may be true, but that's not
You know
going
what
to
I'm
stop.
saying?
That's not. I hear what you're
And then
saying.
you got to think about the knowledge that we get now.
I understand. Listen to me.
Era.
So what you're saying? What I'm saying is that you can have a 1/3 fighting together with the 2/3 against the enemy, but which one is going to live through it?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. There's a separation between the 1/3 and the 2/3, bro. You have to embrace that.
It's predestination.
It's predestination. Only the 1/3. Only. So basically, what that means for every 3 Israelites you see, 2 gonna die. That's it.
That's better
So,
than everybody comes.
well, that's true because the 1/3 is gonna bring back the
we don't wake
2/3.
up, everybody comes.
Well, there's a scripture that backs it up, but that's your answer. But give me that 1/3.
He said in Isaiah, a remnant will return. That's
Right.
not the whole thing. A remnant will return.
Right, that's like if you have 10 kids, but your two sons survive.
But they survive.
And they right, and you know what that
Right.
means? That means your 2 sons can bring back everybody else.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
There it is.
I had
Hey, let him
I
read this
couldn't
real
walk fast
quick,
without
real quick.
ass.
Give us two
Go
minutes.
ahead.
This is Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8.
This the Bible?
Yes, King James.
It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
The big way in here.
That's right. And all our people ain't meek, man.
I know, you know.
That's
you
what
know,
I'm saying.
Yeah, like you
That's
said,
the point.
1/3.
That's the point. That was
He
that
got
was
it.
spiritual.
He got it. So we'll see. I see the brother rocking his beard. He ain't let go of that. He ain't let go of that whatever he's smoking. We don't know. Hey, we planted the seeds. You never know. The brother might be rest around and be on the
And he
line.
dealt.
Because you know what he dealt. He was sincere about it.
And he had his woman in line. I like that. She ain't try to
She
stop him
just-
or nothing. She
she
stood
said
right
word.
there. She stood just like this.
Yeah.
I said, so he talking. He dealing. He on the. You can tell a nigga that's. I mean, you know, you got a lot of niggas, but you can tell when a nigga vibration higher than another. You know what I'm saying? You kind of got like on Dragon Ball Z, how they got the scouters. All of them niggas be weaker than the Saiyans and the Namekians and shit, but some niggas be higher than others. You know? Just the precept with the brother wrote that Zechariah he read. This is Amos 3 and 3. It said, can 2 walk together except they be agreed?
There you go, man. So like I said, you're gonna have a 2/3 right there on the front line, doing the battle, fighting against Esau right at 1/3. But the 1/3 gonna carry and slash and live. The 2/3 gonna miss and get right through.
They the cannon fire.
Right, you know, like you said, what was that scene in Book of Eli? Didn't mention you. Right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Because he told the girl, hey, don't worry, we're going to get out of this. We're going to make it through this.
That's right.
He said, what did that voice say about us? Didn't mention you.
Hey, and they was Esau, man. And they was Esau too, man. That was spiritual, man.
Con. And they both both became grinded meat shortly thereafter. Literally. They both became grinded meat shortly thereafter.
This is I got one real quick, just going into with just precepting. This is 1 Peter 1 and verse 2. It says, elect according to the foreknowledge of the Father through the sanctification of the Spirit unto the obedience and sprinkling of the blood of Yahushua Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. But it said through the sanctification of the Spirit according to the foreknowledge of the Father. That's called what the world calls predestination, man. The Lord died on this side for the elect of Israel, man, his sheep. He said his sheep hear his voice, man. That's who his blood was shed for, his sheep. So the Most High had this always figured out. That's why I think it's in Isaiah. He said, indeed, before the day was, I am he. So all this was mapped out, man. That's predestination, man.
Was it Isaiah 46 and 10?
It's Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. Well, verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I am Yahweh, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
And the pleasure of the Lord is his word, man. What was written in this book is his word, and what his word says is what it is, man. All right? It's what it is. Read, brother.
This is Psalms chapter 90, verse 9. It says, for all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. Right? Because the Lord said that he was going to jack us up, he's going to put us in the slavery, go through all this, that, and the third, centuries and millennium before it even happened, man.
What's that scripture again? That's a heavy scripture.
Psalms 90 and 9.
90 and 9, man. Come. Right, and right, I'll tell. You know, one of my favorite movies is Conan the Barbarian.
Yes, sir.
And it comes on with the dude telling, he said, let me tell you of the days of great adventure.
That's right.
And he's a chronicler, and he's telling you Conan's story, man. Until he appeared in the story. You know, the wizard dude. Right.
That's the problem.
And he became his chronicler, right? Right?
Yeah. That's like I was
That's a
reading.
mighty ass movie, man. It's mighty, and it's all
It's
about
toxic.
He get put in chains. His people get slaughtered, and he's the remnant that survived, and then it became king by his own hand. Man, come on, man.
Right. It's
All right, it
glorious.
wasn't by his own hand, but the heat believed that. But nevertheless, man, that's one of the rawest movies ever made, man.
And it's a
That movie,
masculine movie,
It's
man.
a masculine ass movie, man. And even though his woman was down with him, his woman was in line by his side. You know?
See, you can't have those movies, man. Like today, that couldn't come out today, because just like this elder brother brought out years ago, and he prophesied it, man. You know, the woman is being uplifted in the movie, man. She would have jumped off the back of the horse.
Right. Girl power.
Yeah, they
Before
would have
Conan could even get to him, man.
Right.
The elder did prophesy that, man. I remember. And it was like, you look now, man, there's nothing but girl power movies, feminists.
Every other movie that come out, it's got one woman standing in the middle of all these men.
Yeah. Every reboot.
Right.
You know?
Looking like Blink Fleet in 1975, man.
Like,
Get out of
really?
here.
And Birds of Prey flopped. That shit flopped.
Yeah, so they want to they see this.
Birds of Prey was at
The shit with Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
And all the other funky hoes.
Yeah.
That shit flopped.
Good job.
Because don't nobody want to see that
Excellent.
shit, man.
Right. That nigga Mr. Burns.
Right.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, man, because it's foolishness, man. It's outright folly, man. And the Most High not with that madness, man.
So, man,
Straight up, man.
All this place do is tell lies, man.
Hey, the whole world is sick, man. The world is sick of this democracy, man, and everything that comes with it. This social engineering, that talismanic sorcery, because your woman gonna see that BS, and then she gonna come to you looking at you with her
You
chest up,
come
man.
home, she in the house doing push-up and turning cartwheels. Really?
Tyrone puncher.
Right, exactly. You
Yeah.
gonna do a flip to the chin.
And that's another thing,
Show,
man.
show off your flexibility right there.
Right.
Do those splits now.
And then you got all this madness, man. You got Esau strapping these hard hats and these boots on these bars, giving them an M16 to fight World War III. But soon as Lil Jerry or Tyrone slap the shit out of them, they call him 5-0. But this who you finna send to fight World War III, man, in the Valley of Troops, man. You crazy as hell, man. Hey, this place is like my granddad used to say, asshole backwards.
Ain't no nation in history ever put its women on the front line.
That's folly, man.
And you go into history, man. You're not gonna find a nation in history where women saved the kingdom.
Right. Man.
Right?
They were the spoils.
Right? It never happened. Right. And even in the those Lord of the Rings movies, where were the women at?
Right.
They were all hiding in the key.
Back in the day, we took them dirty.
Right.
At the kingdom, at the castle, all tied up in the line.
There you go. Right. With their breasts out. Right. So the men can see what right. So when they start making their claims.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They showed you that in not in Game of Thrones, but in Spartacus.
Yeah.
They had all the women come out, they were all lined up, and they all had tulips with their breasts out.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And there was a whole line of and they all had their heads down.
Yeah.
I told
They
y'all.
had one nigga about to pistol.
You know?
He had a big ass flag in the wine. He was pissing on the bitches, man. Hey, cause man, they was celebrating the spoils of war, man. You know, and that's getting ready to happen again, man. You know,
The Game of Thrones, that one episode that always brings out, she was telling the young maidens to get drunk.
Oh yeah.
Because if they would have lost, man,
Yeah.
they were about to get ran through, man.
Yeah, they were right. And the older chick, the wicked ass chick, she told them, hey, drink this to numb yourself.
right.
Because basically, we about to just get bit this way, right. We about to get it. So, yeah, she would tell me, drink up.
That's right.
All right, drink up.
That's right.
I got two quick ones. It's Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he hath made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? And that's Esau, man. All right, he flipped everything upside down. All right. He says that the Most High's creation, all right, is not proper. That His ways are better. All right. That's what Esau has done, man. That's why it says here in Isaiah 5:20, woe unto him that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. All right. So destruction unto you that call wickedness, righteousness.
That hate us and love Esau. That advocate for the white man, but hate your neighbor. Your actual core inhabitant. Because you gotta remember, even Jake to this day, our community is comprised of people of the like manner and thinking. Jake don't move around crackers, they move around Jake. Why? Because even though they know that bigotry is involved, they still have a like mindset, man. They still feel like they'll get more mercy from wicked ass Jake than from one so-called righteous white man.
Come on, man. Bring out the script.
Read the scriptures.
Go ahead, keep it rolling, brother. I'm looking for a scripture to prove the point.
This is Isaiah chapter 32. I brought this out on my sit down, man. Because that's funny you brought this up. What's happening is that feminism has swept through Central and South America. And what's happening, there's an uptick in violence against women. So much so that people are protesting and calling upon the president of Mexico to do something, man.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, ain't this what you wanted? You claim to be strong, independent. You don't need men.
Now all of a sudden you need something to be done.
Now you gotta plead to men to protect your ass.
talking like the movie when they bust in. It was a funny ass movie from the night. I know you remember that high school high.
Yeah.
They was in there having that meeting. I am woman.
Right,
Busting
yeah.
the chick. Fuck this damn. They got that I am woman demon on them.
Yeah, man. And we gonna hear you roar, man. It's gonna be screams
It's gonna
of
be
lamentation,
screaming.
man.
Hey, it's gonna be wailing, moaning, and gnashing of teeth when you
right.
roar. Man, this place finna get turned right side up, man.
That's right. This is Isaiah 32.
Nigga.
It says, I start at 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. It didn't say princesses. It didn't say queens.
Yeah,
It
Zena.
said princes.
He ain't reading about Zena and Hercules,
Right.
man. The
Somebody
fake Hercules.
princess.
Somebody give me Isaiah 14 and 2. And brother, what does that say right there?
I got a couple.
That says plunder, pillage.
Plunder and pillage. Brother, could you on your fancy phone look up plunder and pillage? Matter of fact, you look up plunder and somebody else look up pillage.
John.
All right?
This is what's coming.
All right? I want you to look that up. You got
Isaiah
plunder.
14.
All right? You got Isaiah 14 and 2. What does plunder mean?
Regular look up Google Dictionary.
Yeah, just look up what regular is.
Alright. Plunder, steal goods from a place or a person, typically using force and in a time of war or civil disorder.
Typically using force at a time of civil war, the time of a war, civil war, or civil disorder.
War or civil,
Yes, sir.
or civil disorder.
There you go.
Like the
All right, now do the plunder.
I got pillage.
Okay, this is slot.
Pillage.
Man, let's go.
Yeah, that's big time,
Let's
man.
man, let's go. Play ball. Okay, go ahead.
This is pillage. It says to rob a place using violence, especially in wartime.
Now, did we just read that in the Bible? I mean, does it? As a matter of fact, can you gonna make sure it's on the camera, brother? Because I'm looking at Ezekiel 39, 9 and 10.
Yeah, it's up.
All right, can you focus on that? Can they see it?
Yes,
It says plunder and
Yep,
pillage.
yep.
All right. So this is Ezekiel 39, verses 9 and 10. And it says, "And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth." Wait, hold your peace, brother. Hey, take them down a little bit, brother. It says, "And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers and the bows and the arrows and the handstaves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire. They shall spoil those that spoiled them, and rob those that robbed them, saith Yahweh power." Did it say saith Malcolm? Did it say saith Apostle Tahar?
Yeah, that's called justice.
Apostle Ramlak. It said saith Yahweh, man. It said, and then it gave you plunder and pillage's definitions. Now Isaiah 14 and 2. And in my other Bible, when I read it, the precept was Isaiah 14 and 2. Come on,
This is
man.
Isaiah. This is Isaiah 14 and 2. It said, "And the people shall take them and bring them captive, and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors."
There you go. So they're going to take captive those whose captives they were. All right? Are we still not captives in America? I called for that scripture earlier. Isaiah, is it 42 and 22, if I'm not mistaken?
Isaiah chapter 42 and 22, and it reads, Isaiah 42 and 22, "But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses."
They are hid in prison houses. So ask yourself this question: where are the Jewish people hid in prison houses?
Right, you don't hear about no Jewish
Because
prison gang.
They're not. They're not.
They all come out with yarmulkes and shit all swole.
Right, a bunch of swole dudes and
Big fucking noses. Long noses.
Talking about shalom. All right?
You fucked me up with that.
You know?
Shalom.
You know?
Right, man. They don't
Because
fit the prophecy,
because
man.
they don't fit the prophecy because that's not happening. You know what? They actually
On the yard and
They
shit.
actually fulfill the other side of the prophecy. They're the owners.
That's right.
They're the ones who hold the stocks in the prison house.
That's right.
Right.
All right? They own them.
So they the
And
captain.
that's why you get everything that Esau is trying to do is failing. All right? Because now they didn't set this weed business in place. But the federal government ain't with it. It's only at the state level. So anybody trying to do business across state lines, their product is getting snatched up or they get put in jail. It's like, wait a minute, this is legal. Yeah, but on this line, sir.
Right.
Yeah, tell it to the judge, sir.
Right. I think it's the United States.
Right. Exactly. Thought it was the United States, man. So now you got an issue because there's differences between federal and state.
That's right.
All right, and they actually oppose each other or something.
Exactly.
And the truth be said, the federal government is supposed to be above the state government. The federal government is never supposed to have to succumb to state rules.
That's right.
All right, once the Fed, and they show you that in the police movies.
Yep.
The police have jurisdiction in their cities, the state police, but when the feds come, they're like, hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Step
kick them
back.
out. Yeah.
It's like the feds are here now.
What was that on
And
Bad
then they get
Boys,
mad and
man?
try to protest, but this is my case.
Yep. Nope.
And it's like,
Nope.
we got this now.
Got this now.
Right.
You got jurisdiction.
Exactly, man.
Wasn't that why he was arguing with the chick on Bad Boys? The
Yeah.
police
She
captured.
was getting ready to shut him down.
Because
Yeah.
she was getting ready to shut him down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. He was getting ready to shut him down. And so what? And so the Fed stepped in because what? The Feds are supposed to have jurisdiction over the state, man.
That's right.
All right?
This is Isaiah chapter 13, just going back to the war and the plunder, because this is what's coming to America. This is Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined under them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And this is what's coming, man. All right? And feminism, you can't stop that, man.
Right.
All right? And that's why Ishmael and Ham and a few Jakes sprinkled in between, that's why they going crazy out there in Europe, man.
Yeah.
Them sweetest bitches getting popped upside their goddamn head, drug in the alley in Clapro, all right? All throughout Germany. all throughout
times that
fucking,
night.
what I say, Sweden,
Yeah.
all right? Finland. All throughout these European countries, guess what? That shit is spreading, man.
Yep. They're lucky they're not being those that like they just get left there. They're lucky they're not getting sold into sex. Slavery.
Exactly.
Yeah, to
There's a lot
the
of
Albanians, man.
The Albanians, man, funky ass, man. They
Eastern
snatch
Europe.
you up, man. Eastern Europe. You know, before you know it, you in a drop, shooting up heroin, getting ran through 10 to 20 rides a day, man.
Yeah, hey, they showed you that in the movie Taken.
Yep.
Taken is a perfect, especially the first one.
Yep.
It's a perfect example of that. He went to that place to find, and he found his daughter's jacket, right? And the young girl that he got, the girl that was with him, she had already been ran through.
Yep.
You know, she was a druggie. She had already been ran through.
That's right.
All right?
Oh, the big hit with Boy King Wood down there. Them greasy niggas, they bought that bitch. They love them dudes bitch now. He said, here you go right now. He said, I want 50,000. American blonde, teenage, no tattoos. I want 50,000. 50,000. Then they came in there and shot the bitch up. Yeah, man.
Damn, that's heavy, man.
This is a
You remember when Mark Wahlberg them?
Yeah.
And they that was that beginning of the scene. The fat fucking dude was in the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
They drugged them bitches in. He said, here you go. They sold it to like some fucking Arab or something. He said, here you go, Italian or something. He said, 3 blonde, no tattoos. Give me my money. I want 50,000. And then that's when they bust in and have a shootout with them.
Yep. And this $1 billion industry is going to continue to grow.
And that was in 97, man.
96, man.
Right.
So how big is it now, man?
Right. Especially with all this technology, this internet, this social media, these bogus setups, man. They making it hard to get pussy off Facebook now, man.
And he is the mastermind.
Yeah, of course, man.
He is the mastermind of it for children and adults. That's right.
Exactly. Now it's widespread with the children, man. And you got nothing ass motherfuckers. Man, it's so many people. It's over 63 3,000 so-called black women alone missing in America
Hey,
right
I'll tell
now.
you what, it's a good ass movie. This recent Stallone Rambo movie.
Okay.
It's off the fucking chain. That's what happens. His niece gets snatched up into Mexico and gets sold into sex slaves.
There you go.
And that's Rambo's last mission is to go down there and fight with the cartel to get his niece back.
Wow. I gotta check
And
that
that
out.
shit off the fucking chain.
I gotta check that shit out.
All right?
You ain't stopping Stallone, boy.
Hey,
right.
them cartels snatching bitches up. Back in Mexico, them cartels
Hey,
snatching bitches.
he do so much damage. The cartel come to America to come after him.
Come after the gun.
And he was waiting for him. Rambo style.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Yeah, I gotta check that out now.
Right? You gotta peep it. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 11. It says, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of the unwalled villages.
Right.
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates."
Hey, that's America, man.
That's the jiggle one.
Dwelling
right there.
carelessly, man. Just walking around willy-nilly.
That's unwalled villages.
Unwalled villages, man. America's wide open. Your military bases are everywhere but America. Just like Rome.
Right. Right,
Rome
you-
was spread so thin it was open for fucking
Right, one enough centurion.
one of them centurions.
But they
Right.
got the woman centurion here,
Matter
man.
of fact,
Exactly.
You get fucking ragged
you
out.
look at that movie Containment.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's like a 79.
Monte Carlo rolling, yep.
Right.
Yep. That bitch rolling.
No, that's like an 81, 80, something like that. But when you watch Containment, what happened? It was only a few cops trapped on the side that was, and they weren't enough for them. And right, and so they were outmanned and outgunned. All right, and when the shit went down, they all abandoned posts,
Yeah.
except one.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, yeah, you always got the super trooper.
All right, it was
Barney
only
Fife.
one that was still trying to hold it down.
Right.
But because I think two got sick, at least one got sick, and the rest of them, man, they was like, one of them was rolling with the gang. Because when he saw his boy, he said, "You still trying to play cop?"
Right.
Oh, yeah.
late,
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, he like, man, I'm rolling. He was rolling. You're right, because the leader of the gang said, "Welcome to the whatever."
Right.
The black dudes in the liquor store?
Yeah, he was like, "I'm
Yeah.
down with these niggas."
Yeah, yep.
He's
And
like,
that's what's gonna
he's
happen.
like, I'm locked in here. I might as well make a little profit.
That's right.
Because they took over all the food. They took over the food and water supply.
That's right.
That's right.
The gangs did, right?
That's called resources, man.
Uh-huh.
And when shit hits the fan, the main resources will be water, food, pussy,
Yep.
and gasoline.
Yep.
Right? Everybody else got guns.
Gasoline,
That's why it says here, it says, "To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land."
Right, and Zena ain't gonna pop up throwing bows, man. Warrior
Doing a
princess.
backflip off a horse with a sword.
She gonna get a fucking body shot. Bow, and then she gonna get drugged over the
She gonna
shoulder.
get done like she did by Asher in Spartacus.
Oh yeah.
Because she smacked Asher, and Asher wasn't used to be a slave. Asher grabbed her by the throat, slammed on the table, bent over, and put it on. Right. And she was tough. How dare you? She smacked her. He grabbed her, turned her ass around, and put her on the desk.
Hey, this dude do that?
Right, and then all of a sudden it turned to no, Asher, no.
Right.
And he was like, no,
It's too late.
Oh,
Right.
that Spartan, the second Spartan.
Yep.
The second one's where they
And
this is
then
supposed to be a
weeks
queen.
later, after it became a regular daily thing, he was like, "Oh, did I feel your hips rolling, pushing back?"
Right.
I started to enjoy Asher now, huh? That's what he said, man.
Yeah, man, you gotta humble
He
her.
was like, "Oh, you started to enjoy Asher now."
Right. That's right.
You know?
Hey, man, the Lord gonna turn it right side up, man. You know, but this place, hey, that's why I said in the book of
She went from
Isaiah,
resisting to pushing back now.
yeah,
You know?
she she learned her place.
Yes.
You know.
That's a beautiful thing.
Go ahead. No,
Read out.
yeah,
Read
get
it
that,
back out. I was
get that.
holding it.
I'm gonna get Isaiah 29. get it.
I'm gonna start at 2 though. This is Isaiah 32 and 2.
Yep.
It says, "And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land."
Hey, and when you look up one of the regular definitions in the, I think it's in the Webster Memorandum Dictionary, all right, that word cover, it goes into a hiding place, and one of the definitions goes into being a married woman. Because a man is a covert to a woman, man, and you have marriage through sex, and there's gonna be a lot of women falling back in line.
And an honorable man will respect that. He'll respect that a woman has a man.
Of course.
But in time of war, that they get put to death. All this is over. Right. Honorable man will put your husband to death first, and then go in the field.
Right.
Because he don't want to be going off.
Verse 9. "Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women.
Red herring.
For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble."
The vintage shall fail. Look, you got all kinds of food at the ports in Wuhan and in China, and it's all starting to rot. That's right. And the same thing is happening in other places too. That's right. They got all this food, but yet it's like we all out here hungry, right? And there's food inside all those buildings, but we can't get to it. And the food is just rotting. Yep. All right? The vintage is failing, man.
That's right.
All right? And now that thing has taken South Korea. Yep. And now and it's in Ukraine. So the Ukrainians are freaking out. It's in Italy. This virus is worldwide. And now, just so you know, now there's 7,600 Californians who have been told to self-quarantine. All right, just like they have 5,400 in Washington State.
Man, so they gonna go to the club, Walmart.
They get ready, exactly. They gonna go they gonna go to Walgreens. They gonna travel. They going to the nightclub, to the bar. They're gonna go drop their kids off at the day care center. This shit is getting ready. So you people have no idea what's about to happen.
Crack, man.
Like that PSA I put out. This is stage 1, man. That's right.
I watched it. I watched that video.
This is stage 1. All right.
It's serious.
This is Isaiah. You had more on that?
Yeah, a little bit more.
More on that.
Yeah, it says, "Trouble ye women that are at ease." It says, "Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins."
Hey, Salaki, I wanted to say another thing about that vintage point, because that also goes into these doors being shut and these jobs being closed. A lot of men, well, you know, with no backbone, a lot of these simp-ass men actually put up with the shit you women kick, because y'all make the money. Y'all the breadwinner. It's a lot of simple-ass niggas living off
There's
these
a lot of
bitches.
men that can't get jobs, and that's
That
by
too,
design.
yeah.
That's not by accident.
Yeah.
And and some women realize that and know that. All right? And right, because one thing for sure, when you go into those into all those federal court buildings, especially the ones dealing with Title 4D and family law,
You gotta have a woman.
90% of the women are the employees.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. You gotta have a woman.
And then they're also taught to block you and stop you and help prevent you if they got it, because it's funny, if they have a case against you, they can serve you and mail it and bam, it's done. But if you got a case against them, you got to jump through all kind of hoops, and then they block you this way.
Fucking obstacle course.
Well, you didn't meet this requirement. Oh, well, you met that, but you didn't meet this. Yeah, that's what they do, right?
They got you playing American Gladiators with your fucking life.
Pretty much.
That's some foolishness,
Pretty
man.
much.
And they actually, like the elder brother said, that's by design, man. Because it's true, it's called economic castration, where the man can't produce, and you set the woman up over them, and then they go straight to Esau, man. But when that vintage failed, like the brother read, when that's over with, it's gonna be all out chaos, man. You know, because you women are fucking bullies, man.
Right, when them righteous decrees get done away with, the unrighteous decrees.
This is Isaiah 29, and I'm gonna just read 15, going into all of it. Isaiah 29 and 15, it says, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from Yahweh, and their works are in the dark." Because that's Esau making all that wickedness up, man, against us, man. And they say, "Who see it? Us. And who knoweth us? And but this the response. Surely your turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? No, because the Lord set up Esau to be wicked and to do all this and to create all this chaos. But he's going to be esteemed as the potter's clay because the Lord is going to take him and he's going to break him just like he made him. And all this unrighteousness is going to be done away with, man. Straight up, man. You make no mistake about it, man. It ain't no way the Lord finna deal harshly and put the apple of his eye in captivity into all these ages, these atrocities, and just blink at Esau. Man, you fucking crazy, man. These people are going to get thrashed, man, in brutal fashion, and it started with the collapse of the society.
Can I bring this out? This is
this is the judgment. This is the judgment. Jeremiah 21:9. He that abideth in this city shall die by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth out and falleth to Chaldeans that besiege you, he shall live, and his life shall be unto him for great. So that was going into when Jerusalem got tried down, okay, on what the Lord entreated some of those Israelites in favor, okay? Jeremiah, yeah, it goes into the good figs and the bad figs. The good figs, hey, they still have to go through it, but what the Lord looked on as good. Lord, whether we those good figs, because the truth came back. The bad figs, you're going to catch the famine, you're going to catch the pestilence, all right? You're going to catch the sword, all right?
Hey,
and that's good for you.
You got to, because y'all ain't out here defending the gospel.
Exactly.
You know, our people walk past and look at us like we're a fucking monkey show, but to them, $300 Jordans that came out fucking 15 times in the last 20 years come out next Saturday. Them niggas gonna be around here like a goddamn, man, looking like a damn group of apes, man.
Yeah, just like I was watching a video of the elder apostle Tahar, and he mentioned that the time is coming soon where these guys gonna be running around looking for us. They're gonna be looking for answers. Yeah. But you know what? We're gonna be looking for this.
That's right, guys. That's right.
A lot, hey, that Jeremiah 16 and 16 is gonna kick in, but we're gonna jump ship. Over there, over here. So slide the camera over, brother.
Oh, well, I got you.
It's a little messed up, so lock it.
Oh, no, go ahead. Well, you handle it. If you know how to handle it, you handle it.
This piece broke off.
All right. Now check this out. How much do you know about King James? All right. Did you know he was the king of Ireland, Scotland, and Britain? Did you know that so-called Negroes ruled Ireland, Scotland? You heard about the Moors? All right. The Moors were Israelites. Right. And the Moors were ruling. The Moors were ruling more so in Spain at that time.
The Moors say they Moabites.
No, but that's these modern day guys. You know, they try to make Moors come out of Moabites. Moabites are the so-called Chinese. That's who they are, right? King James united. That's how you know it was us, because the whole Irish, Scottish, British thing, nothing but gangster. Same shit today. And King James united the kingdom, but it wasn't time for us to rule yet. Give me go to Revelation, the 12th chapter.
Right, but the whole point, like King James didn't write the Bible.
No, he actually had 70 guys, scribes, over 70 men cross-examine each other. Most of them didn't know each other. So it'd be like you got all these scholars who can translate the Greek and the Hebrew, and they all translated it and basically cross-examine. So you did it, then I cross-examine you. I did it, you cross-examine me. That's how they grew up. That's why the King James version is so important. Because when you go into the Hebrew and the Greek, it matches up more so with the reading. Hey, we're Israelites, brother. Ain't no Allah Salaikum over here, brother.
He ain't gonna get it.
12:1.
This Revelation chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, right? And upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Those 12 stars are That's literal. Right. There's a woman. Woman would be the woman is the lamb.
It says, verse 2, and she being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered.
This is actually talking about Mary.
It said, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his head.
Which was the Roman Empire, which was reborn as an England.
Yep.
So like that. Wait, I thought that's what we're talking about. King Herod.
No. Well, King Herod was a part of this red dragon, kind of sort of, because that was during the time of the Roman Empire. So the Roman Empire was known as the red dragon. They wore them red cloaks. They often had red serpents on their shields. They had those red shields. And fire. Do I have already? So it's not about. Go ahead. No.
Okay, verse 4. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be
That
delivered.
third part was true.
I thought that was something about Lucifer.
No, that's not. Right? That's right. That's not. Let's talk. Lucifer is a man. Prove that. Give me Isaiah 14 chapter. Right?
Right, you
It's
got
a
that
people.
Christian folk
There's
going
a race
on
of
here.
people.
That's what I said.
There's a race of people that are referred to as the devil, as the wicked.
The Edomite.
Yeah, and they're called, right.
course.
That's
Of course.
He knows that.
Right, go ahead.
Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Heaven meaning rulership, right? Heaven meaning you're in rulership when you're in heaven. Your face is on the money. Whose face is on the money? Exactly.
How art thou cut down to the ground, for his didst weaken the nation?
This is talking about the last fellowship. Right? Revelation is going back and forth from history, talking about that first fellowship. Because Rome fell at the hand of Israel, at the hand of the southern kingdom.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Did God, or whatever y'all call it, make a spirit that's a destroyer and a liar? Romans 19.
Yeah, he did.
Now, is this spirit the Lucifer that was made?
No, Satan. Look,
Right,
listen to
like,
me.
okay,
Listen
because
to me.
wait. It's saying, like, every precious stone was his covering, and it was made perfect in something of beauty and wisdom.
No, but I'm going to break it
That
down
don't
to you.
sound like a man.
Let me break it down to you. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, is the destroyer. Right? The wicked is talking about Esau. All right? That's what that's talking about. So that's talking about two different things. That's the same thing.
Isaiah chapter 14, verse 13. For thou hast set thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the sky.
So who himself above the stars? The Israelites. All right? Who got satellite dishes and stuff like that? Lucifer.
And it says,
Which is a man.
I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation on the sides of the north.
Right, which is America. He's sitting on what did they have that big meeting with all the world leaders? How Trump bumped through and bumped everybody, got up front and popped this color. Go ahead.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
And what they painted all the images and taught that the Lord looks is a pale person. It's a lie. Go ahead.
Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell,
And
to
now
the sides of the pit.
they're being brought down to hell.
That's right.
Again, from their fall from heaven being brought. That's why America and their democracy and their power structure is failing worldwide.
Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee. And consider thee.
So when they that see thee, you know how you catch somebody in line, everybody look at them all funny? They should narrowly look at you. Right. Go ahead.
And consider thee, say, is this the man?
Is this the man? Lucifer is a man. Is this the man? They the ones? Read.
Is this the man That made the earth in trouble.
So the whole earth trembled before this man. From Alexander the Greek up to now. Read.
That did shake the kingdom.
Did shake the kingdoms. Who dropped bombs on people? Shook kingdoms. Go ahead.
They made the world into a wilderness.
They said the Lord's going to destroy this. Who destroyed the earth? Who destroyed the plant life? Who destroyed the air, the water? Food. All our food is GMO now. That's why everybody's sick and constantly sick. While America's full of fat people with high blood pressure, obesity, what do you call it? Pancreatic cancer left and right, and 20-year-old dudes with dick problems, popping dick pics. Why is that? Why are you 20 years old popping dick pics?
Who allowed it to happen though?
The Lord did. All right, and now he's getting ready to get rid of it. Because he built them up to be honored. You jumping around.
No, because
you gotta let us finish your point. But you gotta let us finish.
If God created Lucifer, knowing that all this stuff was going to happen,
he created them to be destroyed. Who's Lucifer? So that he could set. He just went over that.
Oh wow.
He created them so that they could be brought down, so he could destroy them before everybody, to make everybody realize he's real powerful. Point blank.
That's Romans 9.
So it's all to prove a point.
Exactly. Just like
why wouldn't God just create everything perfect and skip all this drama?
He sound like Ezra. He sound like Ezra. Yeah. He sound like Ezra.
That's called theater.
I was just telling you about that earlier, man.
I'm just saying, like,
the thing is,
it's just a lot to go through just to prove, like, that you got power over everything.
The Lord likes
you could have just created everything perfect and skipped all the killing,
he could have,
and all the
but
hanging, and all the castrating, and all the rape, and all the pedophilia, and all the homosexuals.
Agreed.
Like, you got to go through all
wait.
That's not what the Lord
Look. You know what this is? This is called a lesson.
I see.
This is what happens. Look, when you disobey the Heavenly Father, this is what you get. You get the pestilence, you get the madness, you get the heathens ruling over, you get the pedophilia, you get all this madness and disobedience. This is called a lesson.
But okay. All knowing God, like do the because I'm just with those words like omnipotent. Is God omnipotent?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So God knew all this was going to happen.
Absolutely.
I was actually just pulling up a scripture that was actually about to go into that, and you just said it. So watch this. Now, why would the Lord allow all that to happen when He know all this is about to happen? This is 2 Corinthians 6:1. He says, and he said it to me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew, before it thundered and lightened, before the foundations. I'm just going to jump down. He starts naming all the things at the beginning of creation. He said, then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. This is all the Most High's plan. He set up the righteous, and He set up the wicked. He said, what? He said, what should you say that can the ox, not the axe, boasted itself against the
clay against the potter.
Right. Exactly.
You got the man handling the sword, right? But the sword talking shit.
They said, why you treating me like that?
Right.
Like, why you killing children?
That's the Lord's will.
That's His judgment.
Whoever died being innocent.
I got yours. I got it. I said,
because you don't understand regeneration and reincarnation. All right, he said
I don't understand reincarnation.
All right, so he said that he was going to.
I know God killed a lot of the Israel babies, though.
Yes, He did.
They set up Planned Parenthood. They had people killing these babies for hundreds of years.
Can I speak now?
Can I speak now?
Can I speak now, brother? Look, that's called the 2/3 man getting their due punishment. He said He was going to put the punishment on them to the 3rd and 4th generation. And they killed the 2/3 of our people are already labeled to die. That's what I was looking. That's in the Bible. And 2/3 of our people are always against the Lord.
That's what
always question the Lord. Always question the prophets of the Lord. And they always came against the Lord. And they always did their own thing. And like I said, this is the lesson. This is what the result of it. All right? And the scripture says, whoever died being innocent. I don't care if you're 2 months old. When the straight bullet go through the window and they hit the 2-month-old baby, like Mike Young said, how people got upset. Fuck them nigga babies. The Lord set them to die. All right? That particular baby was a 2/3 got his judgment. Read it.
Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10, declaring the end from the beginning.
It was declared the end was declared in the beginning, and it was declared that 2/3 of our people would go off, All right, that we would get scattered to the four corners of the earth. All right, that the Lord would leave us among them heathens we love so much. Some of us look like the heathens. All right, and He's going to gather a remnant back up. He's going to gather the remnant. He's going to gather up the remnant of our people that are scattered among the heathen. Not all of them, the remnant of them. And 2/3 of our people, that means, I just told somebody else this earlier, every 3 Israelites, 2 is going to die. So He's going to gather all the people up, and then the 2/3 are going to get put to death, and the 1/3 are going to make it up out of here, and then the 1/3 are going to bring back the 2/3 in the kingdom of heaven. And that was declared in the beginning. So all these things have to happen. Right?
I just heard him say, why did God didn't make this? Why didn't God just put everything over here and do this if He knew all this would happen? But this is what Ezra said. He had the same
Exactly.
Watch this. This is 2 Ezra 5:43. So I answered and said, couldst thou not make those that have been made and be now, and that thou art far to come at once? He said, can you make the world and all the righteous come at one time? All right? You're right. He said that thou mightest show thy judgments the sooner. Then answered he me and said, the creature may not haste above the maker. So when you ask those questions about God, why did you do this? Why you didn't make it like this? Why if you knew there was going to be killing and you want to? Why you didn't do this, Lord? As if your judgment is no greater than the Lord. He says, the creature may not haste above the maker. That's right.
We are all the creatures.
That's right.
And so you can't. You basically, you remember that old school play that was big here in Chicago, and it was like your arms are too short to box with God. That's what you're trying to do, man. You trying to box the Lord, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if man was made in God's image and His likeness, right?
Not all men.
Not all men.
The Israelites.
Okay. But since you had a thought in your mind that things could have been done.
See, the Lord put
They should be doing it again. Just doing it again.
Right. You. First of all, the Most High wants to teach you. All right. So if you're supposed to be taught, how are you going to come out already knowing?
Right.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
And then you know what? When you know how when a child is small, and you constantly saying to a small child, all right, to just learn how to walk, top. All right, and they walk near the stove, and you say hot, hot, hot. Or they come, the steam's coming off a cup of coffee or something, you say hot, hot, hot. When do they really learn what hot, hot, hot means? When they burn them.
Absolutely. And that's the way the Lord teaches. And that's because that right, Apostle DeFar said, you never know these scriptures until you go through the scriptures. I promise you. All right? And you won't understand why it's not important why it's important not to commit adultery until you do it or have it done to you and you feel the pain, the suffering, or the punishment.
Or the
that
Lord
comes along
punishes
with
you because you thought you got away with it.
Exactly.
Because you speeded up somebody's other woman.
And then you think twice about it the next time.
Can I bring this out? Because he kept talking about his thoughts and why is this like that?
Isaiah
this like
55?
that. I got it.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 55. This is Isaiah 55 and 8. Because you asked why the Lord this and why the Lord that. Hey, this is what the Lord said to the prophets, man. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. Neither are your ways my ways, said Yahweh.
That's right.
For as the heavens are higher than the earth, and this concrete right here, look at how the sky is.
Quick on the draw.
So are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So how are you going to question the judgment of the Lord?
I got him something for you right here.
He said there was no counselor with him, man.
Exactly. This is 2 Ezra chapter 4. It says, and the angel that was sent to me, whose name was Uriel, gave me an answer, because Ezra was asking the same thing. It says, verse 2, and said, thy heart hath gone too far in this world, and think you to comprehend the way of the Most High? You can't comprehend the way of the Most High. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions. How much does fire weigh? Where does the wind start, and where does it stop?
Or how much does the wind weigh?
How much does the wind weigh?
And that's them high thoughts.
Hold on, wait. Go back yesterday and have a conversation with yourself.
That's them
Show
high
me
thoughts.
the image of a voice. And the scripture saying Job one question out of 1,000 you couldn't contend with the Most High.
That's
So
the
who are
bad
you to
fault.
say, who are you, old man? You got that Romans 9?
Oh,
You
yeah.
got Romans 9?
I was getting it right
Damn.
now.
Go ahead.
I was getting it
Go
right
ahead.
now.
Romans chapter 9,
Go ahead.
verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why does he yet find fault?
Go ahead.
For who have resisted his
Who
will?
has resisted the will of the Most High? Nobody.
And then you're going to find fault in his plan, his will. You can't find
You
it. You know? And matter of fact, if I may, real quick, this is Psalms 115 and 3. It says, but our God is in the heavens. He hath done whatsoever he hath pleased.
Okay. So God gonna do whatever he wants. And like,
And it's all righteous.
and
all
look,
right.
okay.
Can you get that?
There's no iniquity in God.
None.
God
He was so
created good and
merciful to
evil.
me. So
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. And God gonna do whatever he wants.
He
And
brought the
y'all
whole
gonna wait on him to come and save you while these people killing your children.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hold on, no, wait, hold on.
Okay.
No, wait a minute, let me see.
Keep on waiting.
No, hold on. What's your nationality? I don't know. You don't know where your nationality is?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's cool.
Okay. I'll put it this way. The Lord, the chosen people of the Lord, we disobeyed the Most High. The so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian. But you appear to be one of them. I don't know which one. All right? But you might be an Israelite because you appear to be one, but that don't mean you are. Right? Now the Most High said, matter of fact, somebody real quick, give me Jeremiah 5 and 20. Somebody real quick, Jeremiah 5 and 20. This is the reason why we're going through what we're going through. We're so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. We're going through what we're going through because we disobeyed the Heavenly Father in our place. Go ahead, bro.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 20. Declare this in the house of Jacob and publish it in Judah, saying, hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes.
This is 5, 18.
Nevertheless, in those days, okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 18. Nevertheless, in those days, saith the Lord, I will not make a full end with you.
First of all, said, well, my sons and daughters, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, I ain't gonna kill all of y'all.
Right.
All right, hold on. But what are you gonna put us through? Go ahead.
It said, and it shall come to pass when ye shall say, wherefore doeth the Lord our God.
You just asked some question. Why the Lord doing all this to us? Why is he letting this go down? Why are they smacking us aside the head? Why are they stumping us? Why are they putting their foot in us? Why are they killing us? Hold on. Why is the Lord doing all the things that he's doing to our people? Go ahead.
It said, wherefore doeth the Lord our God all these things unto us? Then shalt thou answer them, like as ye have forsaken me and served strange gods in your land.
So when we were in our land, we were serving the so-called white man's God. You're not listening. You're not. Because first of all, hold on, finish the scripture.
Yes, sir. It says, so shall ye serve strangers in a land that is not yours. Okay. And I'm gonna say this.
Hold on. I just want to let me finish that point. The thing is, he said, because you serve strange gods in your land, now you're going to be in other people's land serving their shit. Okay. And now, until when? He come save us.
Okay, I hear you.
All right? So, now, is the so-called white man finished putting his foot in our ass? Not according to the prophecies. There's the mark of the beast that has to go, but you have to reject. But you know what the mark of the beast is? It's the RFID microchip that they want to implant into your hand.
See, that ain't what I get from studying the scripture.
Because you don't know the scripture.
Okay, but I know the scriptures say that the mark
What's the
of the
name of the
Lord
Lord? What's the name of
is
the Lord?
keeping the Sabbath.
What's the name of the Lord?
Bro,
what's the name of the Lord? Jesus. How the fuck is this name Jesus? With the letter J. The letter J is not an English letter.
Who created language?
You heard him?
Do you know what language they were speaking in Edom? Do you know what language they were speaking in Edom?
Hey, you heard Jake?
What language was they speaking in Edom?
You heard Jake walking past.
Do you know for sure? Because the first Hebrew was Abraham. So how was they speaking Hebrew?
Hebrew is a language, and everybody on the planet spoke Hebrew until the most.
Read that to me.
Okay, then we're gonna prove that, and then after
because that ain't a perfect language,
this is the last thing we're gonna do.
The Hebrew you know is Yiddish.
No. What? I don't speak no motherfucking Yiddish.
You speak Hebrew?
Cain is Yiddish. Khan is Hebrew.
Bro, this.
So I got. No, hold on. I got.
Is Israel cursed or are they blessed? Right now.
now, bro.
Already?
And then the Hebrew.
Right now, Israel, you cursed and you black.
We under the curse.
I had Zephaniah 3 and 8.
Give
and then I'll read 9.
read Zephaniah 3 and 8, and we're going to give you what you asked for, and if you don't humble down, you can beat it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Zephaniah 3 and 8. It says, "Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey."
Has the Most High destroyed everybody yet?
Nope.
So he hasn't not risen up to the prey.
Not
Go
yet.
ahead.
It says, "For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation."
So the Most High said, I'm going to kill all these other nations that jack y'all asses up.
Yep.
Okay, has he done that yet? Or
Not
is white
yet.
man still in power?
No.
China
Yep.
man is still in power?
Yep.
Japanese is still
Yep.
in power?
Yep.
So we still waiting on that prophecy.
That's
okay,
it.
go ahead.
It says, "That I may assemble all the kingdoms to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured in the fire of my jealousy.
Go ahead.
For then will I turn to the people of pure language."
Whoa. He's going to turn to his who's speaking. Now he just say he's going to jack them up, right?
Right. Now, hold on real quick. When the Lord spoke his name to Paul, he said it in the Hebrew. So the language of heaven is right here.
It says, "For then will I turn to the people of pure language."
One more time.
For then will I turn to the people of pure
So now
language.
he's not talking about the people he's about to destroy, right? So what people he's talking about?
Us, our
The Israelites. So he would rather us call what destroy?
It says, "For then will I turn to the people of pure language, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord, and to serve him with one consent."
Oh, so he don't want him to call him Yahweh. You saying Jehovah, you saying Jesus, you saying Yahweh, you saying Awa, you saying Ahia, and the whole billion million. He only got one name. He said, I want everybody to call on one name and in the pure Hebrew.
Okay, now that name is supposed to be honored and feared by the Gentiles and the heathen.
The Gentiles don't know the name yet. And then most of the people don't know
Malachi
his
1:11. Look at it.
So we know what the book of Malachi is. And if you want to go Malachi 1, you go Malachi 1 and 14. He said his name is dreadful amongst the heathen. The Most High created the language. But he want us to call on him in the pure Hebrew language. So how do you get the pure language when you were right about Yiddish? Hey, Shalom. You're right about the most people who so-called speak Hebrew now is Yiddish. They say Cain, we say Khan. They say Shalom, we say Shalom. We say Yahweh, they say Hashem. All right? Why? Because they don't touch the scriptures.
They don't want us to.
They don't. Matter of fact, we're the Jewish. They don't know the Hebrew. No, they don't.
Wait, so
They don't know the real Hebrew.
I gotta say this. The thing is, you just proved his point, man. Because the thing is, Malachi 1:14 said that his name is dreadful among the heathen, and you just said the name is Jesus.
Right. So who the heathens call him? Jesus. So that can't be the name. Simple. You got yourself.
That don't make no sense to me what you said.
No.
If the name is dreadful among the heathen,
And so
and
what
you know
name?
they celebrate Christmas and Easter, and who they say those names belong to.
Jesus. So that can't be the right name. You cut yourself again.
Those are two false holidays. Those are the Bible speaks against
Do the Bible talk about a different Jesus?
You know what?
Do it talk about a different Yahweh? Are you serious?
Have a nice day.
The Bible talk about a different
Have a
Jesus.
nice day.
They don't talk about a different
After 2 or 3 admonitions
have a nice
today,
day,
man. All we did was try to edify you, but you can't see. And you got it. And you know you got it. You've been through it before. You got it. So have a nice day.
Matter of fact, you kept your hair covered the whole time.
You got it.
Hey, he says, "He that hath an ear, let him hear." It says, "My sheep hear my voice." And right now, you're not showing yourself to be one of those
Let me
sheep.
show you this. This brother, are you in the camp? Are you listening? Are you receiving? Are you in the camp? Are you listening? You receiving? Some other brothers on the outside, they don't need it. We don't mind questions, but when we bringing it to you, you just cut yourself and you can't even hear. You just said out of your mouth that Jesus is the name. But then we read Malachi 1 and 14, where it says, the heathen cannot call on the name of the Lord. The heathen today are calling on Jesus. If he can't call on the name
Christianity
of the
is the biggest fucking religion on the
I
planet.
got something for you. I got something for you right here. That is
And so I would listen to Jesus, because that's what sinners told me. Where the hell you got the word?
Not only that, facts. Let me give you some facts you can look up. The letter J wasn't even created to 60.
You should bring it out.
It's the letter J. The letter J did not exist. The letter J did not exist until 1634. The Lord died
May I bring this out?
The Lord died almost 2,000 years before that. And he walked the earth almost 2,000 years before that.
But don't it
So
say
that
like-
kills Jehovah and Jesus.
Okay, but don't it say he had a name in heaven?
Hey, check
don't
this
it
out.
say he
I
got
just
a name
told you.
that no man know?
Hey, bro, check this out.
Wicked.
Check this
Amos
out.
3 and 7.
Check
Surely
this
the
out.
Lord God will do nothing but he revealeth his secret to his servants, the prophets.
Hey, check
We're
this
the
out.
prophets.
So you know the name. then.
Yes, sir.
The name that no man knew.
I'm telling you.
him himself.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Now we're one with Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, that says in John 17. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 3 and 32. It says, or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel? Or what generation has so believed in thy covenants as Jacob? And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. It says, weigh thou therefore our wickedness, Israelites, now in the balance, and theirs also that dwell in the world.
Because he tried. It just ain't full.
It says, and so shall thy name nowhere be found, but in Israel.
Hey, that's why he said, whoever shall call on the Lord, the same shall be saved. So if he got a name that nobody knows, and he said he instructed him in clear language.
Right. I'm gonna read this one again. And so shall thy name nowhere be found, but in Israel.
So we got the name, man. That came with restoring the pure language, man.
Right.
Talk about some damn Jesus.
And so shall thy name nowhere be found, but in Israel.
So why don't Chinese people
say
call
Yahweh Shai then?
And dude, in the Hebrew, you watch this. I'm gonna show it to you one time. This, I
know you don't want to hear it.
No, I'm just saying, why didn't they put it in now?
It is.
Like, it's the other word. Emmanuel is Hebrew, ain't it?
No, Emmanuel is that's English. That's
Amyawala.
Yeah, that's the pure Hebrew. Here you go.
That's how you say
Here's
it.
Malachi, Matthew 1 and 1. The book of the generation of Jesus. What do you see right after Jesus?
24.
Now we click on that, and you see
That's the
Jesus,
Spirit.
right?
That's the Spirit.
That's the Lord. Now it says what? Origin. What's origin mean? It says what origin?
Of Hebrew origin.
Is Jesus? Is that Hebrew?
No.
Okay, so it's just telling you it's got a Hebrew origin.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna click on the number.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me click on that. And then right here, can you read that? You know how to read Hebrew?
Say Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai in the pure Hebrew.
But
So that's what it says.
Now watch
Now Moses say a prophet was going to come that was going to be like him.
Yeah.
Him you were here, right?
Yeah.
Moses didn't have a Hebrew name.
Yes, he did.
Moses was named by the Pharaoh's daughter.
In Hebrew.
Like Egypt was ruling over Israel.
What language did the Egyptians speak?
Now, when the Messiah was born to Mary,
No.
who was ruling over them?
Hey, listen, what language did the ancient Hamitic people speak?
You must have been in jail before. That's
Ancient.
The Hamitic people. What language did the Hamites
Who you
speak?
call African?
No idea.
They spoke Hebrew too,
They
nigga.
spoke Hebrew too, man.
This is where Moses.
Hey,
Hey, right now. This is right now. This is and she called.
Why would she
Listen. I'm showing you right now.
proof.
And she and the child grew, and she, the Israelite, brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she, that same child, called his name what? Moses. Hold on.
What?
Moses. Masha. That's ancient Hebrew. Wait a minute. Origin. They say origin. Does say H right there? Yeah. That means it's Hebrew. Masha. That's Hebrew.
Why would
Means
she
drawn
get
out.
Okay, all right. Now this is my point. Why would she get a boy a Hebrew name if he was supposed to be passing off as an Egyptian?
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
She didn't.
Most High called him that. And guess what? If you go back,
I say she gave him that name.
Who gave the name? Who gave the name?
The Pharaoh's daughter.
No, that didn't say Pharaoh's daughter. And you didn't read that right. It said, and the child grew, and she brought
His
him
mother.
unto
The Hebrew,
Pharaoh's
his
daughter.
mother.
So no.
It say who named him,
It's
though.
right here. Do one more time. The child grew, and she,
His mother.
all right, brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter. So that she was his mama.
Okay.
Was with
All
the
right?
Hebrew.
She became her son,
and he became
she
her son.
called
How would they
his
even talk
name-
to one another?
And his,
No, and she was the original. That was the original.
Look at it.
The original.
His mama brought him to the Pharaoh's
And
daughter.
called his name. This is Moses. And Pharaoh's daughter was like, cool.
hey,
Moses, my shot.
no, Noman Omen.
Hey, let me get one scripture.
Now where say the name of the Messiah came from?
Can two walk together? Let's get big. Get that, because we got business to handle.
Okay, y'all get the Amos 3:3. I'm gonna get to it.
No, we can't do that right now.
This is Matthew. They gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Matthew 11:25. At the time, Yahushua answered and said, I thank thee, O Father, Yahweh of heaven and earth, because thou hast hid the things from the wise and prudent and have revealed them to babes. So the wise and the prudent is the so-called men of this earth. That Jesus' name is the men of this earth. He said there would be a name that they wouldn't be able, the heathen wouldn't know this name. The heathen won't be calling on this name. You calling on the name that's worldwide.
I tell you, like, honestly, this whole thing breaks my heart, bro. Because y'all say it's Yahushua. You got folks over here being like, it's Yahshua. You got folks over there saying it's Jesus. Yeah. You got folks over there saying it's Yahweh we see Shabbat y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the camps are so divided on so many different issues, bro. You got people say you can't wear tassels no more. Y'all still wearing y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many different issues.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna have it. And he said he come to bring division. Okay? See, but it's all for order's sake to who gonna come to the knowledge of the truth, man. And that's why the elder brought this out. This is Amos 3:3. It says, can two walk together except they be agreed? Now these men has been laboring with you for I don't know how long. By the time I got up here, you was already here. And the thing is, as of right now, it seems like you're not receiving the truth. See, we are
I see people sleeping outside, bro.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I know babies getting raped.
Hey, guess what?
Why God can't stop that? Why God don't fix that?
He's not gonna fix it until the determined amount of time that all this stuff must go down. As a matter of fact, let me go to a scripture for you, man. Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
So the Lord did that. He sent some strong delusions that they're gonna believe a lie. So because the Most High, hear me out. The Most High is about order. All right, and in the kingdom of heaven, which is going to be right here on the earth, is going to be a rank and file of order. All right, and those that came to the truth right here on this side, all right, they're going to be the top of that pecking order. You know what I'm saying? But hear this out. Hear this out. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 4.
And not to
and
I got a picture.
Let me see.
While he's getting that, man, hey, bro. The thing is,
it says, verse 27, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in the time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown, what was sown? Evil is sown in this world. If I have a seed of evil and I plant it, what's going to grow from that seed? What else can come from that seed? What else? I'm asking you a question. What else can come from that evil seed? What else can come? That's it. That's it. Nothing else. So listen. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good. Now, what's sown with good? The kingdom of heaven, where the Israelites are going to rule in righteousness with the law, statutes, and commandments written in their minds and in their hearts. See, but check this out. In chapter 7, check this out. It says now, 2nd Esdras chapter 7, 3. He said, and I said, speak, oh my God. Then he said unto me, the sea is set in 5 places. But put the entrance to get to that sea were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it if you went not through the narrow? Who could come into the broad? There is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and is full of all good things. Now, right now we're in the place where the evil is sown, right? But who created the evil? The Most High God. He's about balance. He's about, hey, listen, he's about balance. You wouldn't know good without evil. You wouldn't know up without down. You wouldn't know left without right. So on and so forth. So, hold on. There's a balance, right? And to get that balance, and for us to be gods and knowing all, we must delve into everything, even wicked flesh. This is a part of us, a learning process, so we know the difference between good and evil and choose always the good. See, give me a man that has turned to anything. Now, check this out. It says, who then could go, matter of fact, verse 6, there is also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field and full of all good things. Full of all good things, this city. And this is where somebody is going to rule, where it's all good things, because that seed is going to be planted with all good things. This seed right now that we're in right now is planted with all evil. Now check it out. It says,
your aura knocked it down.
The entrance thereof to get to these good things, where it's full of all good things, is broad field. It says the entrance thereof is narrow, is set in a dangerous place. The dangerous place is right here where the evil is. Fire on the and only one bishop
I snuck up in there.
If this city, where it's filled with all good things, we're now given unto a man for an inheritance. If you never shall gain yourself, how shall we receive this inheritance?
So
then he said to me, even so Israel's portion. So it's Israel, us, our portion, to go through this evil, right? To go through the experience
we're
that
going to end it.
Go through to become the righteous rulers and judges.
Finish it then.